our flight over left from Chicago and went to Beijing, and it took the Arctic polar route. So we were able to look at the North Pole, which we thought was really cool. And then we arrived in the middle of the night to Beijing and saw this lovely view from the courtyard of our hotel. The Double Happiness Hotel is where we chose to stay, and Macy took this video when we first arrived. It's the traditional style from ancient China, and we just loved the way it looked. And there was this old phone, which obviously was not there originally, and they did renovate it to include a modern bathroom, which you'll see in just a minute. But we were pretty tired from 12 hours on this flight, so we just came in and Macy took a quick video, and here's the video of their up. It was an addition. The bathroom originally was not part of the quadrangle courtyard architecture, and but anyways, this one has been very well preserved, and we were super happy to be there. So I'm going to show you around the hotel just a little. This is the hallway leading from the front desk down to the first courtyard, and in the courtyard you can see there's lots of little doors that open into individual rooms. We really enjoyed hanging around in this courtyard both during the day and in the evening. Here's the upper level of the Double Happiness Hotel where we stayed in Beijing. It really displays my favorite characteristics about Chinese architecture. I love ancient China, and the quadrangle courtyard dates back like over 2,000 years. So it was so fun to see this with my own eyes. Today, these quadrangle courtyards are typically used as housing complexes where multiple families can live separately and then use the courtyards as kind of an extra living space. But some have been converted and preserved for other uses, like this one, excuse me, which used to be the house of a gifted ancient scholar and dignitary. That was back during the Qing dynasty. Only around 250 years ago, this hotel was once his beautiful home, like his urban villa in the middle of Beijing. It's built in a typical old Beijing architectural style with a compound of quadrangle courtyards around. Just outside this building, you can see the rooftops of other homes because it's built in what they call huatong. The structure of a courtyard is set up on a north, south, east, west axis, so the buildings are positioned facing the four directions. And the eaves curve downward so that when it rains, it follows along the curve instead of dropping straight down on people walking underneath the eaves. The rooftop is ridged to provide security as well as protection against dust storms and other things. You walk down the huatong, which is basically a Chinese lane in between buildings and homes. You actually can see these other homes where you get the opportunity to witness how the Chinese truly live day to day. And in these huatongs, we met lots of local Chinese people, and I got to practice speaking my Mandarin with them, which sometimes they understood and smiled, and sometimes it was necessary to use my translator. Inside the courtyard, there's rocks, plants, and flowers. It's like a little garden, and it's used as an open-air living room, basically, where the family can talk and visit each other, and it's just an atmosphere of cheerfulness with all of the beautiful red colors they use and the gold doorknobs. It's just really fun to look at. And then at the entrance, they have these birds hanging in cages that they bring in at night and put out in the morning. They were fun to see. And then this is along the huatong. You can see the living spaces of other people. And then the last shot of the courtyard from the swing where I sat. And the beautiful red lanterns that they had hanging at each door. And then in the huatong, you see a lot of grandparents with their babies. And here's one with split pants. And then this is the last shot of the huatong as we were leaving.